Thanks everybody. My name is Jack Hopman and I'm glad to do another training. Last couple of weeks there was a lot of content and I want you to give the opportunity to say, hey Jack, I have a question about this, that. So I don't want to skip too many questions today. Sometimes I want to stay on topic, and today I try to answer many questions. If the questions are related to support and they are more personal, then we have to deal in a support ticket. Okay, and yes, the reason why I couldn't do the webinar yesterday was because my son is actually playing high-end tuba. He's 15 years old and he's in high school, and they did I don't know how familiar you are. You can do audition for a county and you can do audition for a state, and he was always elected for the county, but now he did audition for the state as well. And the 150 best tuba players from his school year got elected to do an audition for the state, and he got elected from the 7 best one. And now yesterday he did his, only 2 of his school were elected for the state band, and in January they come together in Tampa to play in the best band of Florida. So yeah, I think if you consider that the 22 million people live in Florida and you belong with the 7 best from your age, then I think something that I can be proud of. I never achieved that. I cannot imagine that I was something good in the 7 best of the Netherlands, you know. So with that said, I had, I think, some good reason to move to today, and I'm happy to do the training now. And everybody, thanks for your congratulations. So with that said, let's start with lead, find, and jack, and see if I can answer your questions. So I just started lead, find, and jack, and let me answer some questions you have about lead, find, and jack. So I got quite a personal question here. I need a real straight answer. What is the thing to do to make a quick $1,000 box in a week? I need to put my mother in nursing home and pay for it. Help, please. So that's kind of a loaded question. So $1,000 in a week, that would mean 2 websites sell for $4.97, and if you would send, if you would knock on doors, if you would knock on 200 doors in your town or send out 200 letters, you probably achieve your goal. So if you're really desperate, and then I would jump from this call, I would knock on every door on your local business and see if they have a website. And if they don't have a website, you can easily create one for them. So success doesn't come with a click of a mouse. You have to do something for it. And if you are desperate, it should also mean that you're willing to sacrifice yourself for time or energy. So if you really want to sell today, you have to get out there. You have to make calls. You have to knock on doors. You have to send letters. But you have to do something. Okay? It's not going by itself. Does that answer your question, Karen? Okay. So I find I have to go to each website unavailable line item to verify the information because some of them have a website. Yeah, you know, some of them they might have a website, but look at the big pictures. If you say 100 don't have a website and 75 are true and 25 not, so what? So you still have a high targeted list. There's nothing, you know, perfect. And don't, how do you say that? Probably checking if they have a website take as much time than to make the call or to send a letter. So, and if they do have a website, then you might want to go online and say, you know, I'm specialized in this niche, and I have specialized in this niche, and I happen to have a very good website. So the reason that they have a website doesn't mean that the fact that they have a website doesn't mean that they have a good website, and most local business don't have a good website. They know that. What do you use to insert the website image into the merge letters? I just make the letter niche specific. So I already put the image on the letter. Is it true that the website that we offer are optimized so they draw more clients? In other words, to your point, their website might not be good and not effective? Yes, that is true. Jack, I just got 2 new clients, 2 different niches. How do I get prospects to find my site and get more calls? I think you want to make calls. They don't find your website, or you have to do AdWords or kind of things, or you have to send emails. So you don't want to wait that they find your website. No, so your website don't have any SEO SEO value at this point. So either you email, make a phone call, send letters, or knock on doors. I always say you have to put energy in it. But if you put energy in it, then you have the right tools and information, and you have the right service to help them. And if you, maybe I'm Brad making point. If you have a customer and he wants a website and he wants calls from his website, then you want to offer Google Places, Google Plus. Okay, so Todd, the next step is Google Places, Google Plus. Just Google Plus, you want to start with it, and the next step after Google Plus comes AdWords. Business without mobile website is good goal. Yes, it's also a good goal. Can we send out up to 100 emails per day? Yes, with the Pro. With the Enterprise you can send 400 emails per day. And with the Home Advisor Unlimited too. Do you have a cheap AdWords instructions? No, not really. In the local lead control there is an AdWords training which gives you the basic understanding, but my AdWords training is still coming. Once the email campaign is started, is there a way to progress of emails being sent? Yes, you go to emails and there's a dashboard. What is the command to enter in Google to find site with Flash? I don't know. So ask it in the Facebook group. Okay, so I got a question earlier in the beginning, I remembered it, how to set up an hoster, and that is an email hoster. So you want to, I don't know, this is already filled in, but you want to probably modify settings and you select your host provider and enter that information. And if you have the Enterprise or the Home Advisor Unlimited, you can enter multiple mail servers, and this is what you want to do. So the load of a mail server is lesser. So if you have the Enterprise or the Home Advisor Limited, you want to enter multiple mail servers. So Gmail doesn't like much an external program, so Gmail is a kind of heart. You can, in modify settings, sender email, you can enter any email to show. If they reply to that email, it will come back to that email. It doesn't need to be your license email. How can I determine whether my version of Lead Finder Jack has the Home Advisor setting? I saw it once, but I can't see. I have the Home Advisor Unlimited version. So if you click on any features on the Home Advisor and it doesn't ask you to upgrade, then you have the Home Advisor version. If you click on the Home Advisor button and you don't get access, then you don't have the Home Advisor Limited version. Does it require the use of proxies? No. This is the only lead finder software, by my knowledge, in the world which has solved the proxy problem. So there's a firm statement, I know, and if you have used other lead finder software, you know what struggle it is to use proxies. So this is all solved for you. You will not get banned by Google, by Manta, by any website. Say I send out letters to multiple plumbers in same city, and 2 or 3 want to buy the website. Would you create same website or change them? What about domains names in this situation? letters, multiple plums in the same city. So in local Team Jack, you have different theme styles. You can do images or videos. You can put other images for the About Us. So it's very easy to customize the theme that they look a little bit different. Once they pay you a maintenance fee, then you can even custom more over time more. So the domain names, they probably have a company name, so you can use that in as part of the domain name. Let's say company city. I own and operate a construction company during the day. I want to outsource this to get it started while I'm working. Do you have an outsourcing company you recommend? For creating the websites, there is a resource in the membership site. The logos will be different, so you don't have to worry about that. So the logo is different. One side you can do the images, one side you can do the video, all other color style. And Mike said he can outsource to me, so video and all. So if you go into the Facebook group and you enter your wish, and Mike might also be in the Facebook group, you can find each other. But there's also a resource link for the same software company I use for doing the technical stuff. Okay, any questions I missed so far? Is there a chance that we also can get a team for our own business, for our own service business? Yes, I'm working on that. Can you show me how to add the tracking pixel again? Okay, so for the enterprise versions and Home Advisor Limited, you can add a pixel in the email. That pixel will track if that email got opened. So you want to go to templates, and let's say I opened the last one, social media number 3, and I select that template and I click modify. I put my cursor inside the text and I click on email track. Okay, I select only open track and invisible 1 pixel image and I click on OK. Now the token email track open got added. Can everybody see that? I know it's small, but the token email track open is added. Now I click on save. If I use this email template in a campaign, you go to email tracking. This, once they open, it will show up here. It's very simple. Okay, so I got this question now a couple of times, and let me answer it. Does everybody know what Home Advisor is? Okay, I see yes, yes, no, no, no. Okay. If you are live in the States, service magic, correct. If you are live in the States, this is very really important information to know. Okay, so let me go to in the United States. There's one huge company. Isn't like a business directory, but a business directory only related to repairing home, and that business directory is called Home Advisor, and that is where many people in the United States go to find a business. On the other hand, businesses want to get listed on Home Advisor. They want to be very badly listed on Home Advisor, and they pay between the $30 and $100 for a lead. And even they get that website visitor gets shared with 3 to 5 businesses. So can you imagine that those businesses are really performing well and they know the internet works? They just need more clients. So everybody is now with me. Home Advisor is a paid business directory related to home repairs. Type in a yes or no if you are at this point with me. Okay, yes, yes, yes. So now within Lead Finder Jack, we created a tool to collect all those businesses from Home Advisor. We did it in such a way that the Home Advisor put their phone tracking phone number on it. You don't want to call that number. And the minute you call that number, that conversation is not going well. They see it as spam. So what Lead Finder Jack does, and it's the only software in the world which only take the business information, the name and the address, and look up all over the internet what the real phone number is. Does everybody get this step? It collects the business name and the address, but it does not collect the tracking phone number from Home Advisor. Any other software product does collect this tracking phone number from Home Advisor. When you use that, you don't have any success. So it collects the phone number from on the website or on a other business directory. Now, within Lead Finder Jack, I have another version than your guys. Okay, I have this version. What I have now is coming in a couple of days. So this is the new interface. Everybody see this interface? There are 4 different options. You can search one niche in one city. So let's say I want, okay, blank screen. No, you don't see blank screen. Everybody see this screen? Okay. So it's kind of small, okay? But there are 4 buttons, 4 options. One option is I want to search only one niche in one city. Let's say I want to collect all the roofers in Boca Raton. Okay? You have to look at the upper left corner. Okay? This is how every other software works. But we didn't stop there. The second option is search all the niches from one city. So if you do SEO or you don't care about the niche, you want to collect all the niches from a city. Lead Finder Jack does it in one click. Do you get that? It not only searches for roofers, but it also searches for plumbers, HVAC, heating, all the niches in one city. And it does this with one click. Everybody get the second option? It is not available in any other software. Type in a yes and no if you follow this step. I see one no. Okay, Gilbert. So if you in each city all kind of business are advertising on Home Advisor. The plumbers, the roofers, HVAC, everything. So in one click it collects all the business. So the third option is if you are specialized in a niche. There's an option, let's say roofers. You can collect all the roofers in Florida, all the roofers in Washington State, all the roofers in any state, in any of the 50 states in one click, which are advertising on Home Advisor. And I can do that for any niche. I can collect all the plumbers, I can collect all the HVAC, I can with one click. This takes time. You got that? Everybody say yes or no. So this is very important. Okay. So the last step is, and that is why I call it Home Advisor Unlimited. Select one niche in all states. So if you look for a roofer, but you want to have it from all the 50 states, not only for one state, you select this option. So you're not only for Florida, but it also look for Washington State, it also look for Portland, everything. Every state, it will look for the roofers which are advertising on Home Advisor. Does everybody get that last option? Okay. So for a Mac you need an emulator. What is the maximum quantity it will list? It is unlimited. You can only send 400 emails per day, but it's not. If there are 10,000 businesses, and there are from one niche, then it will collect 10,000 businesses. So this is new. This interface is new. So I got so many questions about Home Advisor. So this will probably come in a week or so. What software version? It's for the next version, but we are still finishing it up. It's not in the Pro. It is the Home Advisor Unlimited. It's only available, this feature is only available in the Home Advisor Unlimited. So what it will collect the business name and information, and then once you have that, you do a search, and then it search for their real phone number, if they have a website, all kind of details. So once you collect those businesses, you perform a search. So there's a two-step process at this point. We will get an automatic update notice when available, yes. So that is not in the enterprise version, no. This is in the Home Advisor Unlimited. Yes, you can upgrade to the Home Advisor Unlimited. I believe it's $137 or so per month, or something like that. Per year, I mean. Roger said, I really like you to take your tools to the next steps. Thanks. It is 147, just got it, said Sam. So 147 per year. This is, to my knowledge, the most how do you say it, powerful prospecting method to offer new websites and to offer AdWords. Those are the really hot businesses who have the money, who don't have time to do it by themselves. I know it's limited if you need to market to the United States, and not all of you guys want that. So that's okay. Please tell me if this is addition to my having Lead Finder Jack. Yes, once you're on Lead Finder Jack, you can upgrade it to Home Advisor Limited. Jack, can you see my question about the email templates? I only have 8 and I have enterprise. Yes, so you create some extra, okay? You create your own. If I purchase the Home Advisor Limited, does it have the same feature as the Pro offer included? Yes, it includes the Pro, but you start with the Pro and then it starts with the Pro and then you upgrade it to the Home Advisor Unlimited version if you want. Link please. Let's see if I so you need first Lead Finder Jack. So I put it in the chat box. And if you have Lead Finder Jack, there's a Planner Upgrades button. So I would also get non-Home Advisor in the search. Yeah, in a quick search, you can do any niche. This is not in the enterprise, does it? No. The Home Advisor is not in the enterprise. Okay. So in a week or so, I'm going to promote this hard to the enterprise users from the team. They get, the first chance, because I'm going to limit it to 200 licenses. The Home Advisor Limited will get limited to 200 licenses. Okay. I will think about it. Is a great feature, yes. It's called Home Advisor Limited or Home Advisor Unlimited. It's called Home Advisor Unlimited because what we did, first I was thinking to make several Home Advisor versions, and I might still do that. But at this point, if you select the Home Advisor Unlimited, there's no restriction. Terry said, just a little confused because you have introduced so many products. I know. Okay, so they all fit together and they have one purpose to make you successful with the best tools in local marketing. I'm also very confused. Okay, if you are, just skip it. Okay, I was not here to sell anything. Can you show us a search and sending a social SEO email to cosmetic search in Denver, Colorado? But we need a mind map of how this all fits together. Okay. So listen. Okay. If you noticed in local team enterprise, there are all the teams which are available right now, they are as service on Home Advisor. There was a reason behind that. Home Advisor's niches and customers, they are hot prospects. And I found out that more of the half of them don't have a website. So Lead Finder Jack Home Advisor fits perfectly with local Team Jack Enterprise. Terry, do you see, is this part clear? Okay. So what we did is we not only implemented Home Advisor prospecting in Home Advisor prospecting in Lead Finder Jack, but we implemented in such a way that collecting those businesses is just one click. So with Home Advisor Unlimited, you have an ocean of clients who are in high need of a nice website. So who is lost at this point? Okay, I don't. So I think so. I am, but I don't want to take your time away. Okay. What is HomeAdvisor? Been on vacation for a week. Throw them a life jacket. Terry, you are not from United States, correct? You are from Australia, is that correct? Terry, from which country are you? Yes, you Terry. Terry Hudson. Which country are you from? Terry is from USA. So, Terry, most people in the United States, when they need something to fix on their home, they go to HomeAdvisor. They're going to look for a company to fix their problem. Either they go to Craigslist or they go to HomeAdvisor. And here, businesses, plumbers, roofers, all kind of businesses who are related to fixing home, they want to be listed on HomeAdvisor. They pay HomeAdvisor a lot of money. And clients, they choose a business here. They have a need and they get divided by 3 to 5 businesses. Okay? Now you know those businesses, they have money. They have a marketing money. They know that internet works. So those are the hot clients you want to prospect. And I found out that half of them, the business who are listed on HomeAdvisor, don't have a website. They never had the time, put the time in to create a website. So those are the super hot prospects. Does it make sense now, Terry? Okay. So we are in process to release this new module. Okay? HomeAdvisor is only on my machine as this interface. This will be released in about a week. Everybody get it? I cannot show the old version because I don't have it anymore on my computer. So it scrapes the businesses who are advertising on HomeAdvisor. But it does much more. In the search, it finds the real phone number and it checks if they have a website. And now you are in business. You can target the ones who don't have a website, and you can target the ones who do have a website and find an email to provide other service. They have the money. They have a marketing budget. Yes, you can pre-order HomeAdvisor Unlimited. Once you are in Leadfinder Jack, you can upgrade to HomeAdvisor Unlimited. Do you have a way, how much from Enterprise to HomeAdvisor? It's I don't know, we haven't done that so far. Is HomeAdvisor in real time? If someone first advertised on HomeAdvisor this morning, would they show up in the search this afternoon? It's real time. So at the moment you search, it's real time. So you look at that moment. Is HomeAdvisor limited our product or HomeAdvisor's product? Is HomeAdvisor limited our product or HomeAdvisor's product? I'm not getting that question. I see fantastic with 15 exclamations. So HomeAdvisor is in Business Directory. So I think, Mary, what you want to do is you want to study first about what this HomeAdvisor is, and then you see the potential. Steve Jensen, this is gold. This is really gold. It doesn't exist. It does not exist at any place, and I was not planning to share all this with you, but I got so many questions about HomeAdvisor, I just wanted to explain it. Is this your product or not a product with Home? This is my product. Jack, just tell them that the Lead Finder Jack HomeAdvisor module shows which companies are advertising on HomeAdvisor. A normal search shows companies in the niche and the city you search for. Do you have a way to see if a company has a mobile website? Yes. So in the search, there is under extra, there is a checkbox. And you can select search mobile. If you perform a search now, it will check if that website is mobile or not. Could you tell me step by step, once I have a client that needs a website, what are the steps from a domain to fulfillment? Thanks, Jack. So you want, if they don't have a website, if they don't have a domain name, you want to use your own server, get a domain, install a default local team Jack theme for that niche. You get the contact information, you get the logo, and you are for 95% done. Now you're going to share that website with your client and make some small modifications. Jack, how do you tell if my lead finder in my version has been updated to HomeAdvisor Unlimited? Under settings, you can see you can look at show license, or when you want to use HomeAdvisor and it doesn't give you an update message, then you also have access. Show us how to set up email answers for forum responsive. Show us how to set up email answer in a team. Are there two versions of HomeAdvisor? No, there's only one version. At this point, I might create 3 versions. And it's not available yet. Yes, it is available. If you the interface is different at the moment. So the interface of this will get released within a week, but you can already get it. So you just click on upgrade or plans and you will see it's $147 per year. Why would you create 3 versions? Because not everybody wants to pay $147, so they can get a cheaper version. And they get only search in one city like any other software. So I haven't decided yet. At this point, I'm going to limit to 200 versions. and if they all are sold out, I don't create 3 versions. Yeah, Rick, is there a United Kingdom equivalent for Home Advisor? So if there is an equivalent for Home Advisor in United Kingdom, then we might be able to integrate it. Thanks, Rick. And same for Australia. If there in Australia, if there is an business directory which business pays for being listed for home related or something else, we can also look into it. What about AngieList? We might look into it later. So I think this covers so is there a limit when we can grab those tools? The only limit is for Home Advisor that I put the limit on 200. That is the limit. Just so I'm clear, the upgrade is an additional 147 per 12 months above the current version I have, correct? Yes. If you have the Pro, you pay 100. The Pro is a one-time price, and the Home Advisor limit is 147. So any question about the WordPress theme now? Or I saw a question about the form. So if you go to form data, 1 second, I didn't mean that. You go to form, you select form shortcode, you enter the field names, and then here below you can enter which text you want to show in the email. How do I edit the portfolio page? You mean in the business in the business team? So let me select that in the local website design team. So then you go to pages. First you go to portfolio and you enter your portfolio, and the one thing what you want to do is you want to set a feature image. So remove, I don't know why, set feature image, and update it. So if you go to portfolio and read more, Where can I get those feature images? In the membership site. Is it not advisable to use plugins that we may have purchased prior to your team being available to us? It's most time you don't need those plugins. You can use an SEO plugin, but if you use a cache plugin during the development, it only messes up things. So during the setup from the website, I would not use too many plugins. And also you need to know how more plugins you use, how slower your site becomes. Will there be a way for the sender to send a message to? You mean like an autoresponder? No. But there is an automatically sender, so the form you can send to the website visitor, and you can send the form to the website owner or to yourself. We didn't do much on Lead Finder Jack, just on Home Advisor useful. I want to learn how to use this. So there is a webinar an hour about how to use Lead Finder Jack. And did you watch that webinar? Jack, if you would permit me a question about your local team product, I would like to know to what extent the team can be localized for us in non-English spoken countries. I'm based in the Netherlands. Yep, I'm Dutch, so all the content has to be translated, yes. So what you want to do, Art, is you want to take the content, okay, you copy the content, you go to Google Translate, you go from English to Dutch, you copy the content, and you are for 95% done. You copy this in maybe in your Word document and you just upload it. Another way is to go to Fiverr and just copy the content and let somebody from Fiverr translate it for you. How do I approach the people who opened my email? Should I offer Google Business or what? They had a website. They were landscaping, but some are landscaping design. I said, which website niche? If they have a website, you want to look at the website if there is a good website. The second one is all business need to be listed in Google Business and Google Plus. They understand that. Depending on what service you want to offer, you can also offer Google AdWords, but that training is coming. So once I have a client who is interested in purchasing a website, do I have to buy the domain or they buy the domain? In this case, is an expiry to the theme that already have been installed and sold. I would prefer to have a reseller account from a hoster and buy the domain by yourself and offer a maintenance plan, so you have some monthly recurring. I have noticed you have a phone tracking product in the members area. What is it? And is only available for tracking USA business? No, it works in almost any country. I'm preparing an email campaign. I want to change my sender email in Lead Finder. How do I do this change? So let me go back to Lead Finder Jack. You go to emails, you go to settings, modify settings, and you want to change the sender email. This is a good Q&A. Please put it on the training site, please. Thanks, Patricia. Thank you, Jack. I need to go now. Bye. So I think we are now 1 hour on the call, but I promised. I really loved those Q&A questions. You had a lot of good questions, so we will do it a couple of times until all questions are answered. If you have a support issue, then feel free to send me an email. And I probably going to do this more often. Thank you so much.